Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back if you are new here. My name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I am diving back into the musical genius of Ren. It has been a very long time since I did my Hi Ren reaction, but that song just rocked me so hard emotionally that I knew I had to listen to more. And so finally, here we are. Here we are. I am going to be breaking down Sick Boy for you all. So let's get into it. Let's do this.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
That little transition musically there, the ba 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 da da da, that section sounds really familiar. So maybe it's from something else. I don't know. I haven't heard this song before, so I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, beginning, the breath work sounds really primal. So, you know, I'm already stressed out. I'm guessing this is going to be fairly intense. Let's keep going.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Well, there's the intensity. It really feels like he's trying to give us an inside view into what it is to be chronically ill and for the process of treating you to essentially be throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. I'm getting frustration, I'm getting pain, I'm getting this sense of almost suffocation in his delivery style. I'm liking how he's switched up the vocal choices between when he's just sitting at the table and appears to just be accepting what it is that they're telling him, but on the inside you have an entirely different voice, which comes across as a lot more intense. Like, this is not, it's not meant to feel comfortable listening to those inside thoughts, and that's definitely what I get from that. But then also the breathing at the beginning is starting to make a little bit more sense, because I did find it interesting how he went from something that sounded so raw and primal and like you're losing it to something that looked so sedated, if that's a foreshadowing word, like a sedated version of himself sitting at that table. But yeah, we're gonna keep going and we'll see what other sides of his experience he's going to share with us.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke.
Sick gap in the music there. And the production on this so far has been really sick, but that's not what made me want to pause. I always feel like our story has done a little switcheroo. It's gone from focusing on his personal experiences with what his body is going through and then what his body is then put through due to the decisions that are being made about this illness that they can't seem to pin down. And then now it's kind of shifted to the system that occurs in being a representative or being indicative of like a worldwide issue where some things are just designed to take from other people or take from resources that they probably shouldn't. I wasn't expecting the switch up. I was expecting a little bit more on his personal experiences in that, but I guess he's taking his personal experiences in that and framing it as, hey, this is happening to me, this is happening to a lot of people, trying to keep you in a system that's not good for you. That's everywhere. And it's part of, I guess, an element of human behavior, which, I mean, if you want to go down the social criticism route, I'm all for it. Let's see what these insights can tell us. I wasn't expecting it just then. So that's why I wanted to pause. God, he's such a good storyteller. Vocally, we've done a lot of the same things. We're staying in first register. We're modulating our pitch. We're changing our rhythm up. We're adding senses of sibilance. We're including something which is relatively gory. We've included the sound of like your neck being slashed. Like, you're not meant to feel comfortable. And his vocal delivery is achieving that, but it's a very damning light he's shining at certain elements of the world that we live in. But we are going to keep going.
Is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we can.
I like that. Okay, it's the first time we've got into something that is melodic, that is pitched. Oh, the layers on that though. Let's go back and re-listen.
I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people.
Oh, it sounds like a little demon speaking in the back of your head. Speaking of demons, there's a scary looking pig behind his chair right now. Let's finish this out.
Rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
My goodness. Storytelling from Ren is flippin' sick. Something else that was sick was he did such a fast transition up into what I think was second register. It was there and then it was just gone. Let me see if I can re-find it.
Counterintelligence. Counterintelligence.
It's thin, but there's almost like a little bit of noise, which gives me almost a perceived second pitch. Do I think that that's what's actually happening? No, but it's tripping my ears out to hear it.
And we do what we're told. Counterintelligence.
Straight back into our first register though, immediately afterwards, which means he's switching from something that is super thin for Cal, and then by the time he's back on Ter, we're back to a full fold coming together, which is a neat little addition there, and something I wasn't expecting. I feel like every now and again he just throws in something new to build tension, but then he also uses subtraction, like what happened after the there was like nothing behind that to make a point. We're building tension, then we drop into the rest of it. So even though there's a repetitive musical motif in the beat and the samples and all of this kind of stuff, where we're getting this story and it doesn't get boring at any point. So I mean, kudos to the writing. Story-wise, yeah, was not expecting that switch from commentary on his personal experiences and then the extrapolation from that into systems and behaviors of humanity at large. Quite the switch up, but I can see how that would connect. Because eventually, after you've been stuck inside something and nothing is getting better and it feels like it's never getting better, you are going to question what on earth is going on around you. And it's healthy to question things. And I think it's really important that we do feel like we're allowed to ask questions and advocate for ourselves when and if we're ever stuck in a situation like this. And if that starts to happen too frequently, we do get that sense of hopelessness, but also frustration and anger, which we hear in his delivery. So to me, storytelling wise, this actually does make sense. I just wasn't expecting it. Definitely something that could start a lot of conversations, or at least for people who are listening to the lyrics and wondering what they're about, getting them to think a little deeper. And music is definitely a fantastic medium to get people to start to open their minds a little bit, to think a little differently, or at least to consider different things. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty awesome for that at least. And I mean, kudos to Ren. Again, fantastic storytelling. I would, however, really love it if there is a song that you could suggest where we get to see him use his voice a little bit more melodically, because I've seen him use it in touches, but it seems dominantly rap at the moment. Is that his main thing? Is that he dominantly raps and then just can slide in those melodic elements whenever he feels like it? Because it seems fairly comfortable for him to do so. He used it twice pretty effectively in this song. Leave it in the comments below. Anyways, that is it from me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to give it a like, click the subscribe button and the bell notification beside it for more just like this one. But other than that, I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!